Brought to you by Penguin.
The Spy Who Was Left Out in the Cold, written and read by Tate. Intelligence work was, by its nature, a game of liar's poker, played with a marked deck and counterfeit money. Nelson DeMille, Upcountry. Dedicated to Janice Watts, who many years ago gave an awkward and unpromising adolescent a holiday job in her remarkable independent bookshop, and fired a lifelong love affair with the printed page. She would have had no reason to remember, but he has never forgotten. Prelude, the 4th of January, 1961. 5 p.m., Mitte District, East Berlin. In the growing dark, hunched against the bite of the Berlin winter, a Stasi spy kept close watch on the communal entrance to the apartment block at number 54 Wollinerstrasse. Earlier that afternoon he had logged the arrival of a tall, powerfully built man whose features and distinctive full moustache matched the description of Roman Tarnowski, a Polish intelligence agent now under suspicion by his masters in Warsaw as well as the East German secret police. 20 minutes later the door opened and the same man emerged, accompanied by a slight and pretty brunette, evidently some years younger than him. Each was carrying only a small bag. The spy noted the time in his log and watched as the couple walked quickly away from the building, heading towards the solitary road sign which marked the border with West Berlin, just 150 meters away. 5:30 p.m. CIA Berlin Operating Base, American Consulate, Zehlendorf, West Berlin. On the U.S. mission's telephone switchboard, a light flashed for the CIA's Berlin Operating Base emergency number. The caller identified himself with an agreed cover name, Herr Kowalski. The call signaled the imminent arrival of a mysterious and eagerly awaited defector. Although he had for almost 3 years risked his life to send thousands of pages of top-secret Soviet bloc documents to the West, he had done so anonymously. Since the first package arrived in April 1958, all the CIA had known was the man's self-chosen cover name, Heckenschütze or Sniper, and that forensic analysis suggested he worked for the Polish intelligence service. 6:06 p.m., Clay Alley, West Berlin. A West Berlin taxi pulled up beside the uniformed military police guarding the American consulate. A heavily set man, sporting a luxuriant moustache, emerged and helped a slim younger woman from it. They looked around, evidently apprehensive, then walked tentatively up the steps and into the safety of U.S. territory. After some discussion, the man confirmed he was Heckenschütze and disclosed his true identity. Michal Goleniewski, a lieutenant colonel in Poland's intelligence service, Urząd Bezpieczeństwa, UB. Until January 1958, he had held the post of Deputy Chief of Military Counterintelligence, and he was currently the head of the scientific branch of Polish Foreign Intelligence. As well as working for the Polish spy agency, he was simultaneously employed by the KGB in Moscow, and had access to many of its most sensitive secrets. His companion, he explained, was his East German mistress. She, too, wished to defect. The CIA station team was jubilant. Agent Sniper, the most senior and devastating Soviet bloc intelligence defector the agency had ever known, was in the bag and was ready to hand over a wealth of details, names and cover names of communist spies in the West, as well as the locations of their operations. Had the agency been able to look just a few months into the future, it might have been less triumphant. But as they prepared to exfiltrate their catch from Berlin, they had no inkling of the problems that Goleniewski's identity would cause.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?